Hello, everybody. What I'm going to tell you today is a tale of inspiration and a personal journey. It's a journey that brought me to do things that I never would have thought possible, things like setting up a conference for people all over Europe. I'll tell you, not this conference, of course, I'll tell you more about it in the end. It's not just my journey, it's the journey of every person who has managed to change, to turn a passion into a job. So, just let me know, are there any freelancers in the room? Can you raise your hands? Freelancers or people who are their own bosses, if you've got a small company. Okay, keep the hands up. Any ex-freelancers? Raise your hands too. Any aspiring freelancers, people who've been dreaming about it, thinking about it? Okay, so quite a lot of people. This is for you. 2 years ago, I was sitting in this same room, and at the time, I was a middle school teacher. I dreamed of the day when maybe I would be able to make a living out of my passion, the web. I'd been blogging for years, and I was fascinated by what was going on online, but I just couldn't see how it could happen. Lyft changed that for me. I came back from Lyft in 2006, something had clicked, and I knew how I could manage to make a living out of my passion. At the end of the school year, I stopped teaching, and I became a full-time freelancer. At first, it was actually really easy. The phone kept ringing. People wanted to pay me to do stuff that really didn't feel like work. And my biggest problem was, in fact, that I felt a bit bad because I felt on permanent holiday. I didn't feel like I was working. Well, after a few months, however, it became a bit more complicated. First of all, I realized I wasn't charging enough. So I sat down and thought, okay, I need to think about my rates, but how do you set your rates? And I was drowning in paperwork. I decided to hire an accountant to do my invoicing. I also wasn't ready for some of the clients who called me up. For example, Intel contacted me. They wanted to fly me over to the States to do a few days of consulting. A local politician contacted me too, and I realized I wasn't that good at negotiating and closing deals. Luckily, I had friends who were in the industry and who had been freelancing for a moment, so I shared my problems with them, and I discovered that they'd faced the same problems or were still facing them, and they were willing to share their experience with me. So I got support there and learned a few useful things. One useful thing I learned is a trick to set your day rates. Decide how much you want to earn in a month. Then figure out how many days you can actually charge clients. That's not going to be 20 days, it might be 10 days or even less, and divide what you want to earn by the number of days. You've got your day rate. Or another thing I learned was how to stop being uncomfortable about how much I was charging for talks. People weren't paying for my time, they were paying for my expertise. So, when I decided to organize events, it was pretty clear for me that the first event I was going to organize would be an event for freelancers. And that's Going Solo, which should be on the screen there. It's an event that's going to happen on the 16th of May in the beautiful city of Lausanne, which is just 30 minutes away from here by train. And the idea of Going Solo is to gather freelancers from all over the web industry, from all over Europe, and stop doing actual work for one day to think about these business issues in depth. So I've got people like Stowe Boyd, like Sue Charman, like Martin Ruhl, like Laura Fitton of Pistachio Consulting, which I'm announcing right now as my 4th confirmed speaker. We're going to come and share their experience as freelancers and discuss some of these business topics in detail. So some of the topics we're going to cover are how to fix your rates, how to find clients, or better, how to help clients find you, how to decide when to work and when not to work so you actually have a work-life balance, something I'm personally struggling with right now. So if you're interested in learning more about Going Solo, please come and talk to me or visit the website goingsolo.net with a hyphen. If you have ideas for speakers, if you have ideas for the conferences, partnerships you want to discuss, please make yourself known. And otherwise, well, see you on the 16th of May. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Stephanie.